Before the first star ignited, before the first atom formed, before the first whisper of time, there was only potential, not darkness. For darkness is the absence of light, and even that concept had not yet been born. Not silence, for silence is the absence of sound, and sound itself did not yet exist. Not emptiness, for emptiness implies a space to be empty within. There was only a stillness so complete, so absolute, that even the idea of stillness had no meaning. And then, in a moment so brief it cannot be measured, the universe awakened. Not with a bang, but with a becoming. A surge of existence. A flash of primordial light. A blooming of space-time that expanded faster than thought, faster than imagination, faster than the speed of light itself. This was not merely the birth of matter. It was the birth of memory. For in that first instant, the universe encoded its own story, a cosmic imprint woven into the fabric of reality. Every particle carried a trace of that first moment. Every atom held a whisper of the beginning. Every star, every planet, every living being would one day echo the memory of that first light. And billions of years later, on a small world orbiting an ordinary star, a species would look up at the night sky and feel something ancient stir within them. A recognition, a longing, a sense that the stars were not strangers, but ancestors. This is the story of that recognition, the story of how humanity rediscovered the cosmic memory written into its bones, the story of how ancient civilizations, Sumer, Babylon, Egypt, India, China, and countless forgotten cultures, interpreted the sky not as a backdrop, but as a message older than myth, older than gods, older than time. Tonight, Skythrone follows that message back to the beginning. In the first seconds after the universe's birth, everything was light. Not the gentle light of a sunrise, nor the warm glow of a candle. This was the raw, unfiltered radiance of creation, a storm of photons, particles, and energy so intense that matter itself struggled to exist. But even chaos has a rhythm. As the universe expanded, it cooled. As it cooled, particles formed. As particles formed, atoms emerged. And as atoms emerged, the first structures began to take shape. Gravity, the quiet sculptor of the cosmos, gathered matter into clouds, clouds into clusters, clusters into galaxies. And within those galaxies, stars ignited. Each star was a furnace of creation, forging the elements that would one day become planets, oceans, mountains, and living beings. Hydrogen became helium. Helium became carbon. Carbon became oxygen. Oxygen became the building blocks of life. Every star was a storyteller. Every supernova was a revelation. Every galaxy was a library of cosmic memory. And somewhere, in a spiral arm of a modest galaxy, a star formed that would one day host a world capable of remembering. For millions of years, early humans lived under the open sky. No cities, no lights, no walls. Only the vast dome of stars stretching from horizon to horizon. To them, the night sky was not distant. It was intimate. It was a map, a calendar, a warning system, a companion. They watched the stars rise and fall. They tracked the moon's shifting phases. They noticed the wandering lights, the planets, moving against the fixed constellations. They saw comets blaze across the heavens like divine messengers. They witnessed eclipses that turned day into night and night into terror. And slowly, they began to understand something profound. The sky had patterns. The patterns had meaning, and the meaning felt familiar. It was as if the universe was speaking, not in words, but in rhythms. The rising of Sirius marked the flooding of the Nile. The appearance of Venus signaled the coming of war or peace. The cycles of the moon guided planting, hunting, migration, and ritual. The sky was not above them. It was with them, a presence, a teacher, a memory, and humanity began to tell stories. Stories that explained the stars, stories that explained the seasons, stories that explained existence itself. These stories would become myths. Myths would become religions. Religions would become civilizations. And at the heart of every civilization was the same belief. The heavens are alive, and we are part of them. In the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the world's first known civilization emerged. Sumer. Here, humanity took its first step from memory into meaning. The Sumerians did not simply observe the sky, they interpreted it. They saw the heavens as a realm of gods, each star a divine presence, each planet a celestial being with its own will and personality. Venus was Inanna, radiant, unpredictable, descending into the underworld only to rise again. The sun was Utu, the judge of heaven, bringing light and truth. The moon was Nana, keeper of time, guardian of cycles. The sky itself was Anu, the throne of the gods. But these were not arbitrary associations. They were reflections. Inanna's descent mirrored Venus's retrograde cycle. Utu's daily journey mirrored the sun's path across the sky. Nana's phases mirrored the moon's waxing and waning. The Sumerians were not inventing myths. They were translating the cosmos into human language. And their temples, the ziggurats, were not merely places of worship. They were cosmic observatories. From their stepped platforms, priests watched the heavens with meticulous precision. They recorded the movements of stars, planets, and eclipses. They created the first known calendars. They developed the earliest forms of astrology. To the Sumerians, the sky was not a mystery. It was a message from the gods, a message from the universe, a message from the beginning. If Sumer was the dawn, Babylon was the sunrise. Where Sumer dreamed of the heavens, Babylon measured them. Babylonian astronomers tracked the sky with a discipline that rivals modern science. They recorded planetary cycles with astonishing accuracy. They predicted eclipses centuries in advance. They created the zodiac, a system so enduring it survives to this day. But their greatest insight was philosophical, not mathematical. They believed the sky was a mirror, a reflection of events on Earth, a cosmic feedback loop. When a king rose, a star brightened. When a kingdom fell, a constellation shifted. When a comet appeared, destiny changed course. To Babylon, the universe was not separate from humanity. It was intertwined, a single, living system. And at the center of that system was a belief older than Babylon itself. As above, so below. The heavens were not distant. They were present, active, responsive. The universe was not a place. It was a mind, and humanity lived inside it. Across the ancient world, civilizations rose and fell. Empires expanded and collapsed. Languages evolved and disappeared. But one idea remained constant. The sky is telling a story. Egypt aligned its pyramids with Orion. India described cosmic cycles that mirrored the expansion and contraction of the universe. China recorded celestial events with unbroken precision for thousands of years. The Maya tracked Venus with accuracy that astonishes modern astronomers. Different cultures, different myths, different gods, but the same intuition. The universe remembers, and we are part of that memory. Humanity was not discovering the cosmos. It was recognizing it, as if the knowledge was already there, encoded in our atoms, inherited from the stars that forged us. We were not learning the universe. We were remembering it. If Sumer dreamed of the heavens and Babylon measured them, Egypt built them. To the Egyptians, the cosmos was not an abstract concept. It was a structure, a temple, a living architecture of divine order. They called it Ma'at. Ma'at was balance, harmony, truth, the cosmic rhythm that kept the stars in their courses, the Nile in its flood, the seasons in their cycle, and the soul in its journey. To live in Ma'at was to live in alignment with the universe itself. And so Egypt built monuments that aligned with the heavens, not symbolically, but precisely. The pyramids of Giza point to Orion's belt with an accuracy that still astonishes modern engineers. The temple of Amuniasare at Karnak is aligned so that on the winter solstice, the rising sun illuminates its inner sanctuary. The Sphinx faces due east, greeting the dawn as if awaiting the rebirth of the sun each morning. These were not coincidences. They were declarations. We remember where we came from. The Egyptians believed the Milky Way was the celestial Nile, a river of stars flowing across the heavens. They believed the soul traveled through the night sky after death, guided by constellations and protected by gods who were themselves cosmic forces. Ra, the sun, sailed across the sky in his solar bark, battling the serpent Apophis in the underworld each night. Osiris ruled the realm of the dead, his body mirrored in the constellation Orion. Nut, the sky goddess, arched over the world, her body studded with stars. To Egypt, the heavens were not distant. They were intimate, personal, sacred, and every stone they placed was a reminder that humanity was part of a cosmic order far older than civilization. While Egypt built cosmic monuments, ancient India philosophized the cosmos with a depth that feels almost modern. In the Vedic worldview, the universe was not a static creation. It was a cycle, a rhythm, a breath. Creation, destruction, rebirth, not once, but endlessly. The universe expands and contracts like a cosmic heartbeat. Stars are born, die, and are reborn. Civilizations rise, fall, and rise again. This was not myth. It was cosmology. The Rigveda speaks of the universe emerging from a primordial singularity, a concept astonishingly close to the Big Bang. The Upanishads describe atoms, infinite worlds, and the interconnectedness of all things. The concept of Brahman, the ultimate reality, mirrors the idea of a unified cosmic field. But the most profound insight was this: consciousness is not a human trait. It is a universal one. The cosmos is aware. The cosmos is alive. The cosmos is experiencing itself through every living being. This idea, that the universe is not merely physical but also conscious, is echoed in modern theories of quantum observation, panpsychism, and the nature of reality itself. Ancient India did not see humanity as separate from the cosmos. It saw humanity as the cosmos remembering itself. In ancient China, the sky was not a mystery to be solved or a temple to be built. It was a government. The mandate of heaven was not metaphorical. It was literal. If the heavens approved of a ruler, the stars aligned. If they disapproved, the sky sent warnings. Comets, eclipses, unusual planetary alignments, strange atmospheric lights. Chinese astronomers kept some of the longest continuous sky records in human history, thousands of years of observations, meticulously documented. They tracked supernova, sunspots, meteor showers, and planetary motions with a precision that rivals modern astronomy. But their purpose was not scientific curiosity. It was moral. The sky was a judge, a regulator, a cosmic authority. If a ruler governed with virtue, the heavens remained calm. If a ruler became corrupt, the heavens responded with celestial warnings. To China, the universe was not indifferent. It was participatory. Humanity was not separate from the cosmos. It was accountable to it. Not all cosmic knowledge survived. Some was buried. Some was erased. Some was forgotten. But traces remain, fragments of a memory older than history. Göbekli Tepe, a temple older than Sumer, older than agriculture, older than writing. Its pillars are carved with animals, symbols, and celestial patterns. Some align with star positions from 10,000 BCE. How did hunter-gatherers build a cosmic observatory? The Olmecs, the earliest known civilization of Mesoamerica. They tracked Venus with astonishing accuracy. They built ceremonial centers aligned with solstices and equinoxes. Where did their astronomical knowledge come from? The Dogon people of Mali. They described the star Sirius B, a white dwarf invisible to the naked eye, centuries before telescopes. Coincidence? Observation? Or something older? The Polynesians, navigators who crossed thousands of miles of open ocean using only the stars. Their knowledge of celestial navigation rivals modern instruments. The Aboriginal Australians. Their star maps are encoded in stories tens of thousands of years old. Some describe supernova and cosmic events predating recorded history. Across the world, ancient cultures shared a strange, consistent intuition. The sky is not just above us. It is part of us. Modern science and ancient myth seem worlds apart. One speaks in equations, the other speaks in stories. But when you look closely, they are describing the same reality in different languages. Ancient belief. The universe began from a single point. Modern science. The Big Bang. Ancient belief. The cosmos is cyclical. Modern science. Oscillating universe theories. Cosmic inflation. Entropy cycles. Ancient belief. Everything is connected. Modern science. Quantum entanglement. Unified field theories. Ancient belief. The universe is alive. Modern science. Consciousness remains unexplained. Some theories suggest it may be fundamental. Ancient belief. Humanity is made of the same substance as the heavens. Modern science. Every atom in the human body was forged in stars. Two paths, two languages, one truth. Ancient civilizations were not primitive. They were perceptive. They looked at the sky and recognized something we are only now rediscovering. The universe is not a place. It is a story, and we are part of it. For centuries, humanity forgot the stars. Cities grew. Lights drowned the night sky. The heavens became background noise. But now, for the first time since Babylon, we are looking up again. Telescopes peer into the dawn of time. Probes leave the solar system. AI decodes cosmic patterns. Quantum physics challenges the nature of reality. And suddenly, the ancient question returns. What did the first civilizations know? Maybe they weren't predicting the future. Maybe they were remembering the past. A past written in the atoms of our bodies. A past whispered by the stars. A past older than humanity. The universe is not finished. Its story continues. And we are the latest chapter. Thank you for watching. Long before humans carved myths into stone, the universe carved myths into light. Every star was a furnace of creation. Every nebula was a cradle of possibility. Every supernova was a revelation, a cosmic sermon delivered in fire. And ancient humans, though they lacked telescopes or equations, sensed something profound. The heavens were alive, not metaphorically, not symbolically, but truly, vibrantly alive. A realm of forces so immense that the only language early humans had for them was the language of gods. The first gods were not imagined. They were recognized in the cycles of the sun, recognized in the wandering of the planets, recognized in the storms of the sky and the rhythms of the seasons. The universe was not a void. It was a presence that shaped the world long before humanity learned to speak. Every ancient civilization begins with the same idea. In the beginning, there was chaos. The Greeks called it chaos. The Egyptians called it Nun. The Babylonians called it Tiamat. The Hebrews called it Tohu Vavohu. The Vedic texts called it Asat. The Chinese spoke of the formless Hundun. Different cultures, different languages, same intuition. Before order, there was disorder. Before creation, there was potential. Before the cosmos, there was the unshaped. Modern cosmology agrees. The early universe was a storm of energy and particles, a seething, boiling ocean of quantum fluctuations. Matter and antimatter annihilated each other in flashes of light. Gravity and expansion wrestled for dominance. Space itself stretched and twisted. Chaos was not a myth. It was a memory encoded in the cosmic background radiation, the oldest light in existence. A memory written into the atoms of our bodies. A memory that ancient humans somehow sensed, long before science gave it a name. Every myth that begins with chaos continues with the same event. Order emerges. In Egypt, Ra rises from the waters of Nun. In Babylon, Marduk slays Tiamat and forms the world from her body. In Greece, Gaia emerges from cows. In China, Panga separates heaven and earth. In India, the cosmic egg cracks open. These stories are not random. They are reflections of a cosmic truth. The universe organizes itself. Gravity gathers matter into galaxies. Galaxies form stars. Stars forge elements. Elements form planets. Planets give rise to life. Order is not imposed. It emerges. And ancient humans, watching the sky, recognized this pattern. They saw the constellations, fixed, reliable, eternal. They saw the planets, wandering, but predictable. They saw the seasons, cycling with perfect rhythm. The universe was not chaos. It was choreography, a dance of forces so vast that only myth could capture its scale. Of all the celestial beings, none shaped human consciousness more than the sun. Every civilization worshipped it. Every culture revered it. Every myth honored it. Not because it was bright, not because it was warm, but because it was constant. The sun rose every morning. The sun set every evening. The sun returned, without fail, for millions of years. In a world of uncertainty, storms, predators, famine, disease, the sun was the one thing humanity could trust. And so it became the first universal deity. Egypt, Ra, the solar king, sailing across the sky in his golden bark. Sumer, Utu, the judge of heaven, bringing truth and justice. India, Surya, the radiant charioteer. China, the three-legged sunbird, perched within the solar disk. Japan, Amaterasu, the sun goddess whose light sustains the world. The Americas, Inti of the Inca, Huitzilopochtli of the Aztecs, Kinich Ahau of the Maya. Different names, different stories, same recognition. The sun is the source of life. The sun is the first god, and modern science agrees. Every plant, every animal, Every human being is powered by sunlight, energy forged in the heart of a star. We are not just children of Earth. We are children of the sun. If the sun was the first god, the moon was the first calendar. Its phases were the earliest measure of time. Its cycles guided planting, hunting, migration, and ritual. Its presence shaped tides, seasons, and the rhythms of life. Ancient humans did not simply observe the moon. They felt it. They felt its pull in the ocean. They felt its glow in the night. They felt its cycle in the body. And so the moon became a symbol of birth, death, rebirth, the eternal cycle. Sumer, Nana, the moon god, keeper of time. Egypt, Thoth, the lunar scribe, master of knowledge. China, Chang'e, the immortal moon maiden. India, Chandra, the luminous deity of night. The Maya, Nine Shell, goddess of fertility and cycles. The moon was not merely a light in the sky. It was a companion, a guide, a cosmic metronome. And modern science reveals something astonishing. Without the moon, Earth would be unrecognizable. Its gravitational pull stabilizes our planet's tilt, creating seasons. It slows Earth's rotation, making life possible. It shapes tides, which may have been crucial for the emergence of early life. The moon is not just a satellite. It is a partner, a celestial twin that has shaped life for billions of years. Ancient humans sensed this long before science confirmed it. To ancient sky watchers, most stars were fixed, eternal, unmoving, reliable. But 5 lights behaved differently. They wandered. They drifted across the sky, moving against the backdrop of the constellations. They brightened and dimmed. They reversed direction. They vanished and reappeared. These were the planets, though ancient humans did not yet know their nature. To them, the wandering lights were divine. Mercury, the swift messenger. Venus, the radiant goddess of love and war. Mars, the red warrior. Jupiter, the king of the heavens. Saturn, the slow, distant elder. Every civilization assigned them personalities. Every myth gave them stories. Every priesthood tracked their movements with reverence. And here is the astonishing part. The myths match the astronomy. Venus's retrograde cycle mirrors Inanna's descent into the underworld. Mars's red glow mirrors the god of war. Jupiter's massive presence mirrors the king of gods. Saturn's slow orbit mirrors the god of time. Ancient humans were not guessing. They were interpreting. The planets were not symbols. They were characters in a cosmic drama, a drama humanity was part of. Before writing, before cities, before history, humans created the first maps. They were not drawn on stone or clay. They were drawn on the sky. Constellations were not just pictures. They were stories, stories that carried knowledge across generations. A hunter, a serpent, a queen, a ship, a lion. These images were memory devices, cosmic mnemonics that encoded migration routes, seasonal changes, agricultural cycles, weather patterns, navigation paths, moral lessons, cosmic origins. The sky was a library. The constellations were its books, and every culture read them differently. Yet somehow, the themes were the same. A hero who rises, a monster who falls, a cycle of death and rebirth, a cosmic battle between order and chaos. These stories were not inventions. They were reflections of the universe itself. The constellations were humanity's first attempt to understand the cosmos, and in doing so, to understand themselves. As civilizations grew, a new class emerged. The sky priests. They were not merely religious leaders. They were astronomers, mathematicians, philosophers, and historians. They tracked the heavens with precision. They recorded eclipses, comets, and planetary motions. They built calendars that guided entire civilizations. They interpreted celestial events as messages from the gods. In Sumer, they watched from ziggurats. In Egypt, from temple rooftops. In Babylon, from the great observatory of Esagila. In China, from imperial towers. In Mesoamerica, from step pyramids aligned with the sun. These priests were the first scientists, though they would not have used that word. To them, the sky was not a puzzle. It was a scripture, a divine text written in light. And they believed humanity's purpose was to read it. Every civilization begins with the same moment. A moment when a group of humans, farmers, hunters, wanderers, look up at the night sky and feel something stir inside them. Awe, fear, recognition. The stars are not random. The heavens are not silent. The universe is not indifferent. And so they begin to build, not just cities, not just temples, but cosmic identities. Civilizations are not born from soil or stone. They are born from the sky. The sky gives them calendars. The sky gives them seasons. The sky gives them myths. The sky gives them meaning. And in return, civilizations give the sky something extraordinary: memory. Humanity becomes the universe remembering itself. In the jungles of Mesoamerica, the Maya built cities aligned with the heavens. Their pyramids tracked solstices and equinoxes. Their temples framed the rising of Venus. Their observatories measured the movements of the planets with astonishing precision. But their greatest achievement was their calendar, a system so intricate, so mathematically elegant, that modern astronomers still marvel at it. The Maya believed time was not linear. It was cyclical, sacred, alive. Every cycle had a purpose. Every era had a destiny. Every moment was part of a cosmic rhythm. They saw the universe as a great clock, not mechanical, but spiritual. A clock that measured not just days and years, but ages and worlds. And they believed humanity was living in the fourth world, the fourth creation, with more to come. Their myths speak of previous worlds destroyed by fire, flood, and darkness, not as punishments, but as cosmic resets. The universe breathes. The universe renews. The universe remembers. The Maya were not predicting the future. They were listening to the past. In Australia, some of the world's oldest continuous cultures preserve star knowledge stretching back tens of thousands of years. Their stories, the Dreamtime, are not myths in the Western sense. They are cosmic maps. The emu in the sky, formed not by stars but by the dark dust lanes of the Milky Way. The Seven Sisters, whose pursuit by a hunter mirrors the motion of the Pleiades. The story of a great explosion in the sky, likely a supernova, recorded in oral tradition long before telescopes. Their star-lord guided navigation, hunting, ceremony, and law. Their constellations marked the seasons. Their stories encoded astronomical events with astonishing accuracy. To them, the sky was not separate from the land. The sky was the land's reflection, a cosmic mirror, a reminder that everything above is connected to everything below. Across the vast Pacific, the Polynesians navigated thousands of miles of open ocean using only the stars. No compasses, no maps, no instruments, only memory. They memorized the rising and setting points of hundreds of stars. They read the swells of the ocean. They interpreted the flight paths of birds. They sensed the presence of islands beyond the horizon. Their star compasses were not written. They were sung. Knowledge passed from navigator to apprentice through chants, stories, and rituals. To them, the ocean was not empty. It was a cosmic pathway, a reflection of the sky above. And they believed the stars were ancestors, guiding, watching, remembering. The Polynesians did not conquer the Pacific. They conversed with it. In the misty lands of ancient Europe, the Celts saw the sky as a living spirit, a realm of gods, heroes, and cosmic forces. Their stone circles, Stonehenge, Avebury, Callanish, were aligned with solstices, equinoxes, and lunar cycles. These were not primitive monuments. They were astronomical instruments. Stonehenge tracks the summer solstice sunrise with perfect precision. Newgrange in Ireland captures the winter solstice sunrise through a narrow passageway, illuminating a chamber built 5,000 years ago. To the Celts, the sky was not a distant realm. It was a presence woven into the land. The sun was a guardian. The moon was a guide. The stars were spirits. Their myths speak of worlds layered upon worlds, the physical, the spiritual, the celestial, all interconnected. A cosmic web, a universe alive with intention. In ancient Persia, the Zoroastrians saw the universe as a battlefield between light and darkness. Not metaphorically, literally. Light was truth. Darkness was ignorance. The stars were the eyes of divine beings watching over creation. Fire temples burned with eternal flames, symbols of cosmic order. Priests studied the heavens to understand the balance between good and evil. Their cosmology described a universe that began in perfect harmony, was disrupted by chaos, and would one day be restored. A cycle of creation, corruption, and renewal. A cosmic drama. And humanity was not a spectator. Humanity was a participant. Every choice, every action, every thought contributed to the cosmic balance. The universe was not indifferent. It was moral, a living system striving toward light. In the ancient Near East, the Hebrews developed a unique cosmic vision. The universe was not a pantheon. It was not a cycle. It was not a battlefield. It was a relationship, a covenant between humanity and the divine. The heavens declared the glory of creation. The stars were signs and seasons. The cosmos was ordered, purposeful, intentional. The Hebrew worldview introduced a radical idea. The universe has meaning. History has direction. Time has purpose. This was not myth. It was philosophy, a belief that the cosmos is not random, but guided, not chaotic, but structured, not indifferent, but engaged. This idea would shape the Western world for millennia. In ancient Greece, the cosmos became something new, a question. The Greeks were the first to ask not just what the universe was, but why. They sought patterns. They sought principles. They sought truth. Thales predicted eclipses. Pythagoras saw harmony in the spheres. Plato imagined the cosmos as a living being. Aristotle described celestial perfection. Aristarchus proposed a heliocentric universe centuries before Copernicus. To the Greeks, the cosmos was not a myth. It was a mind, a rational, ordered system governed by laws that could be understood. Their word for the universe, cosmos, meant order, beauty, harmony. The Greeks did not reject myth. They refined it. They transformed the heavens from a realm of gods into a realm of principles. And in doing so, they laid the foundation for modern science. Across continents and millennia, civilizations interpreted the sky in different ways. But beneath the differences lies a single, unbroken thread. Humanity sensed the universe before it understood it. The Maya saw cycles. The Egyptians saw architecture. The Indians saw consciousness. The Chinese saw order. The Persians saw morality. The Greeks saw reason. The Hebrews saw purpose. The Polynesians saw pathways. The Aboriginal Australians saw stories. The Celts saw spirits. Different languages, different symbols, different myths, but the same intuition. The universe is alive. The universe is meaningful. The universe is connected to us. Ancient civilizations were not primitive. They were perceptive. They looked at the sky and recognized something we are only now rediscovering. We are not observers of the cosmos. We are participants in it. Babylon did not begin as a city. It began as a vision of order rising from chaos, a vision of humanity aligning itself with the heavens, a vision of a world where the movements of the stars could be read like scripture. The land between the Tigris and Euphrates had already birthed Sumer, the first civilization. But Babylon was different. Sumer dreamed of the gods. Babylon sought to understand them. Sumer built temples. Babylon built instruments. Sumer told stories. Babylon recorded data. And so, from the dust of earlier kingdoms, Babylon rose, a city of scholars, priests, astronomers, and kings who believed the universe was not merely divine, but decipherable. A city that dared to measure the sky. At the heart of Babylon stood a structure unlike anything the world had seen. Enki, the house of the foundation of heaven and earth. A ziggurat so massive that ancient writers claimed it touched the sky. A stepped mountain of brick and bitumen, rising layer by layer toward the stars. This was not a temple in the ordinary sense. It was an observatory. From its uppermost platform, priests watched the heavens with a precision that still astonishes modern astronomers. They tracked the rising and setting of stars, the wandering of planets, the cycles of the moon, the timing of eclipses, the appearance of comets, the shifting of constellations. Every night, they recorded what they saw on clay tablets, thousands of them, creating one of the earliest scientific archives in human history. To stand atop the ziggurat was to stand between worlds. Below, the city of Babylon, glowing with torchlight. Above, the infinite dome of stars, shimmering with cosmic memory. And in that space between earth and sky, the priests believed they could hear the universe speak. The astronomers of Babylon were not merely observers. They were interpreters. They believed the heavens were a text, a divine script written in light. Every planet was a character. Every constellation was a sentence. Every eclipse was a punctuation mark. Every comet was a warning. Their task was not to worship the sky, but to translate it. They developed mathematical systems to predict celestial events. They created star catalogs that remained accurate for centuries. They discovered the Saros cycle, the pattern that allows eclipses to be predicted. But their greatest insight was philosophical. The universe is not random. It is patterned, and those patterns can be known. This idea, that the cosmos is governed by laws, is the foundation of modern science. And it began in Babylon. The Babylonians divided the sky into 12 sections, 12 constellations that formed the first known zodiac. These were not arbitrary divisions. They were seasonal markers, tied to the cycles of agriculture, weather, and ritual. Each constellation represented a phase of the year. The bull of spring, the lion of summer, the scales of harvest, the goatfish of winter. But the zodiac was more than a calendar. It was a cosmic mirror, a way of mapping the heavens onto the earth, a way of understanding the relationship between celestial cycles and human events. To the Babylonians, the zodiac was not superstition. It was a tool, a system for interpreting the rhythms of the universe. And its influence spread across the ancient world, to Greece, to Persia, to India, to Rome, to the entire Western world. The zodiac is not a relic. It is a memory, a fragment of Babylon's cosmic vision that still shapes human culture today. The Babylonians were the first to systematically track the planets, the wandering lights that moved against the fixed stars. They noticed patterns. Venus brightened and dimmed in a predictable cycle. Mars retrograde, moving backward across the sky. Jupiter traced a slow, majestic path. Saturn drifted like a distant elder. These movements were not random. They were meaningful. The Babylonians believed the planets were messengers, divine agents whose motions reflected the state of the world. If Venus rose in a certain part of the sky, it signaled peace. If Mars brightened, it foretold conflict. If Jupiter aligned with certain stars, it marked the rise of kings. If Saturn dimmed, it warned of famine or hardship. This was not superstition. It was pattern recognition, a way of correlating celestial cycles with earthly events. And while modern science does not support astrology, it does confirm something remarkable. Planetary cycles do influence Earth through gravity, tides, orbital resonance, and long-term climate patterns. The Babylonians sensed these connections long before physics gave them names. Of all celestial events, none inspired more awe or more fear than eclipses. When the sun darkened in the middle of the day, or the moon turned blood red in the night, ancient people believed the cosmos was speaking. To the Babylonians, eclipses were messages, warnings from the heavens. They developed methods to predict them with astonishing accuracy. They recorded eclipse cycles spanning centuries. They understood that eclipses followed patterns, the Saros cycle, long before modern astronomy rediscovered it. But their interpretation was spiritual. A solar eclipse meant the king was in danger. A lunar eclipse meant the kingdom was at risk. A blood moon signaled upheaval. And so, during eclipses, Babylon performed elaborate rituals to protect the king, sometimes even appointing a temporary substitute king to absorb the omen. This may seem strange to modern minds, but beneath the ritual lies a profound truth. The heavens affect the earth. The cosmos influences life. We are not separate from the universe. The Babylonians understood this intuitively. Babylon's greatest achievement was not its temples, its walls, or its palaces. It was its archives. Thousands of clay tablets filled with astronomical observations, mathematical calculations, and celestial interpretations. These tablets formed the earliest known scientific database, a continuous record of the sky spanning centuries. They documented planetary positions, lunar cycles, solar movements, eclipses, comets, weather patterns, agricultural rhythms. This was not myth. This was science, a systematic attempt to understand the universe through observation, measurement, and prediction. And it worked. Babylonian astronomy influenced Greek science, Roman calendars, Persian cosmology, Indian astrology, Islamic mathematics, medieval astronomy, the Renaissance, modern physics. The legacy of Babylon is not a ruined city. It is the idea that the universe can be known. The story of the Tower of Babel is often told as a tale of human pride, a tower built to reach the heavens, a divine punishment that scattered languages across the earth. But beneath the myth lies a deeper truth. The Tower of Babel was likely inspired by the ziggurat of Babylon, a structure designed not to reach the heavens physically, but to understand them. The confusion of languages may reflect the diversity of cultures drawn to Babylon, a cosmopolitan city where scholars from across the ancient world gathered to study the sky. The story is not about arrogance. It is about ambition, humanity's desire to understand the universe, to read the cosmic script, to connect earth and sky. The Tower of Babel is not a warning. It is a memory of the moment when humanity first tried to decode the mind of the cosmos. No civilization lasts forever. Even the greatest cities eventually fall. Babylon was conquered, rebuilt, conquered again, and finally abandoned. Its ziggurats crumbled. Its libraries were buried. Its star priests vanished. But its knowledge survived, carried by traders, scholars, and conquerors. Preserved in Greek texts, Persian archives, and Islamic observatories. Reborn in Renaissance astronomy. Echoed in modern physics. Babylon fell, but its vision endured. The vision that the universe is not chaos, but order. Not silence, but meaning. Not distant, but connected. Babylon's fall was not the end of cosmic knowledge. It was the beginning of its journey across the world. Babylon gave humanity 3 gifts. 1. The idea that the universe is patterned, that celestial events follow laws, that the cosmos is intelligible. 2. The belief that humanity is connected to the heavens, that the sky reflects the earth, that we are part of a cosmic system. 3. The practice of recording and predicting celestial cycles, the foundation of astronomy, the birth of science. These ideas shaped every civilization that followed. They shaped the Greeks. They shaped the Romans. They shaped the Islamic Golden Age. They shaped the Renaissance. They shaped the modern world. Babylon is not a ruin. It is a root of human knowledge, a root of cosmic understanding, a root of the idea that the universe is a story and we are part of it. For thousands of years, humanity has spoken about the cosmos in 2 very different languages. One is the language of myth, poetic, symbolic, intuitive. The other is the language of science, mathematical, empirical, precise. Myth speaks in stories. Science speaks in equations. Myth says the universe is alive. Science says the universe is lawful. Myth says the heavens influence the earth. Science says the heavens shape the earth through gravity, radiation, and cosmic evolution. Myth says humanity is part of a cosmic story. Science says humanity is made of stardust. Different languages, different metaphors, different methods, but both are describing the same reality. The universe, the same stars, the same cycles, the same origins, the same destiny. The cosmic paradox is this: myth and science are not opposites. They are reflections, 2 mirrors facing the same infinite sky. Every ancient civilization believed the universe was a story with a beginning, a story with meaning, a story with cycles, characters, and cosmic events. Modern science, in its own way, agrees. The universe has a beginning, the Big Bang. It has cycles, star formation, galactic evolution, cosmic inflation. It has characters, particles, forces, black holes, galaxies. It has events, supernova, collisions, expansions, contractions. The universe is not static. It is narrative, a story unfolding across billions of years. And humanity is not outside that story. Humanity is a chapter within it. A chapter written in atoms forged in ancient stars. A chapter shaped by cosmic events long before Earth existed. A chapter that continues the universe's memory. Myth understood this intuitively. Science understands it mathematically. Both are correct. Ancient India believed the universe was conscious. Ancient Greece believed the cosmos was rational. Ancient China believed the heavens were moral. Ancient Egypt believed the sky was divine. Babylon believed the universe communicated through patterns. Modern science does not claim the universe is conscious, but it does reveal something astonishing. Consciousness is one of the greatest mysteries of existence. We do not know how it arises. We do not know why it exists. We do not know if it is unique to biological life. Some theories suggest consciousness may be a fundamental property of the universe, like space, time, or energy. If so, ancient civilizations were not wrong. They were early interpreters of a truth we are only beginning to explore. The universe may not be a mind in the human sense, but it may be something far more profound. A system capable of producing minds. A system that evolves complexity. A system that remembers. A system that becomes aware of itself through beings like us. Every atom in your body was forged in a star. Every element heavier than helium was created in a supernova. Every molecule in your cells carries the imprint of cosmic evolution. You are not separate from the universe. You are a continuation of it. A memory of the first light. A memory of the first stars. A memory of the first galaxies. A memory of the cosmic cycles that shaped existence. Ancient civilizations sensed this. They believed the soul came from the heavens. They believed the stars influenced life. They believed humanity was connected to the cosmos. Modern science confirms the connection, not spiritually, but physically. We are made of the universe. We are shaped by the universe. We are the universe remembering itself. Babylon believed the heavens were patterned. Egypt believed the cosmos was ordered. India believed the universe cycled. China believed the sky regulated the world. The Maya believed time was structured. Modern science reveals the universe is governed by laws. These laws are consistent across space and time. Patterns emerge at every scale, from atoms to galaxies. Gravity shapes galaxies. Electromagnetism shapes atoms. Quantum mechanics shapes particles. Thermodynamics shapes stars. Evolution shapes life. Patterns within patterns. Cycles within cycles. Order within chaos. Ancient myth and modern physics are describing the same truth. The universe is not random. It is structured, and humanity is part of that structure. Ancient India spoke of cosmic cycles, creation, destruction, rebirth. The Maya spoke of world ages. The Greeks spoke of eternal return. The Egyptians spoke of the sun's daily rebirth. The Celts spoke of seasonal cycles. Modern cosmology reveals stars are born, live, and die. Galaxies collide and merge. The universe expands, cools, and evolves. Black holes evaporate over unimaginable timescales. Cosmic inflation may occur in cycles. The universe is not a straight line. It is a rhythm, a cosmic heartbeat. Ancient civilizations sense this rhythm. Science measures it. Both are listening to the same cosmic music. Ancient cultures believed everything was connected. The sky and the earth. The gods and the people. The stars and the seasons. The cosmos and the soul. Modern science reveals quantum entanglement connects particles across vast distances. Gravity connects galaxies across billions of light years. The cosmic web connects clusters of galaxies in a vast structure. The laws of physics connect every atom in existence. Connection is not metaphor. It is reality. The universe is a single, interconnected system. Ancient myth expressed this through story. Modern science expresses it through mathematics. But the truth is the same. We are connected to everything, and everything is connected to us. For all our knowledge, the universe remains profoundly mysterious. We do not know what dark matter is. We do not know what dark energy is. We do not know why the universe exists. We do not know how consciousness arises. We do not know if we are alone. Ancient civilizations embraced mystery. They saw the unknown as sacred. They filled the gaps with myth, ritual, and reverence. Modern science embraces mystery differently. It seeks to understand, to measure, to explain. But both approaches share something essential: wonder. The recognition that the universe is vast, beautiful, and beyond complete comprehension. The recognition that we are small, yet significant. Finite, yet connected to the infinite. Ephemeral, yet made of eternal atoms. Mystery is not ignorance. Mystery is invitation. An invitation to explore, to imagine, to remember. Ancient civilizations believed humanity had a role in the cosmos. Egypt believed humans maintained Ma'at, cosmic balance. Babylon believed humans interpreted the heavens. India believed humans participated in cosmic cycles. China believed humans upheld harmony between heaven and earth. The Maya believed humans were keepers of time. Modern science does not speak of destiny, but it does reveal something extraordinary. Humanity is the only known species capable of understanding the universe. We build telescopes that see back to the dawn of time. We send probes beyond the solar system. We decode the laws of physics. We explore the nature of consciousness. We ask questions no other species has asked. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. This is not myth. This is fact. And it gives humanity a profound responsibility to learn, to explore, to preserve, to wonder, to continue the cosmic story. Myth says the universe is alive. Science says the universe evolves. Myth says the heavens influence the earth. Science says cosmic forces shape life. Myth says humanity is part of a cosmic story. Science says humanity is made of stardust. Myth says the universe has meaning. Science says the universe has laws. Myth says the cosmos remembers. Science says the cosmos preserves information. Myth and science are not enemies. They are partners. Two ways of understanding the same reality. Two perspectives on the same infinite sky. Two languages describing the same cosmic truth. The universe is vast, ancient, interconnected, and alive with possibility. And humanity is woven into its fabric. The paradox is not a contradiction. It is a harmony, a cosmic chord resonating across time. For thousands of years, humanity lived beneath a sky filled with meaning. Every star was a guide. Every planet was a messenger. Every eclipse was a revelation. Every constellation was a story. But then something changed. Cities grew. Lights multiplied. Skyscrapers rose. The night sky faded. For the first time in human history, most people could no longer see the Milky Way. The heavens became background noise. The stars became irrelevant. The sky became forgotten. This was the age of forgetting, a time when humanity turned inward, focusing on the world it built rather than the universe it came from. But the universe did not disappear. It waited, and eventually, humanity looked up again. In the early 1600s, a simple tube of glass and metal changed everything. The telescope, a device so humble yet so revolutionary that it reopened the heavens. Galileo pointed it at the sky and saw mountains on the moon, moons orbiting Jupiter, phases of Venus, countless stars invisible to the naked eye, the Milky Way as a river of light. The universe was not what ancient people imagined. It was far larger, far stranger, far more beautiful. But here is the cosmic irony. The telescope did not contradict ancient intuition. It confirmed it. The heavens were not static. They were dynamic, alive, evolving. The universe was not a dome. It was infinite. The sky was not separate from humanity. It was the origin of humanity. The telescope did not destroy myth. It translated it. Isaac Newton looked at the falling apple and saw the falling moon. He realized the same force that pulled the apple to the ground kept the moon in orbit. Gravity, a universal law, a cosmic order, a principle that governs everything from dust to galaxies. Ancient civilizations believed the universe was structured. Newton proved it. The cosmos was not chaos. It was choreography. Planets moved in predictable paths. Stars followed gravitational rhythms. Galaxies danced in spirals and clusters. The universe was not random. It was mathematical, and humanity could understand it. In the 1800s, scientists discovered something extraordinary. Light carries information. Every star emits a spectrum, a cosmic fingerprint revealing its temperature, composition, motion, and age. By studying starlight, humanity could read the universe. Ancient civilizations believed the stars were messages. Modern science agreed, literally. Light is a messenger, a carrier of cosmic memory, a record of events billions of years old. When you look at a star, you're seeing the past. You are witnessing ancient history written in photons. The universe is not silent. It is speaking, and light is its language. For most of human history, people believed the Milky Way was the entire universe, a single island of stars, a cosmic home. But in the 1920s, Edwin Hubble discovered something astonishing. The Milky Way is just one galaxy among billions. The universe is a vast ocean of galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars. Ancient civilizations believed the heavens were infinite. Modern science confirmed it. The cosmos is not a small, enclosed realm. It is a boundless expanse, a cathedral of galaxies stretching across unimaginable distances, and humanity is part of it. In 1965, two radio astronomers detected a faint hiss, a whisper of ancient light. The cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, the first memory of the universe. Ancient myths spoke of creation emerging from chaos. Modern science revealed the moment it happened. A flash of light, a burst of energy, a universe expanding from a single point. The Big Bang was not just the beginning of matter. It was the beginning of time, the beginning of structure, the beginning of memory. The universe remembers its own birth. And now, so do we. In the 1970s, astronomers noticed something strange. Galaxies were spinning too fast. Stars were moving too quickly. Clusters were too massive. Something unseen was holding them together. Dark matter, invisible, mysterious, everywhere. Ancient civilizations believed the universe had an unseen realm, a hidden world of gods, spirits, and forces. Modern science discovered an unseen realm of its own, not spiritual but physical, not metaphorical but measurable. Dark matter forms the skeleton of the cosmos. It shapes galaxies. It binds clusters. It sculpts the universe. The unseen is not imaginary. It is essential. In 1998, scientists made a discovery so shocking it changed cosmology forever. The universe is not slowing down. It is speeding up. Something is pushing galaxies apart. Something is accelerating cosmic expansion. Dark energy, a force that makes up most of the universe. A force we do not understand. A force that shapes the destiny of everything. Ancient civilizations believed the universe breathed, expanding and contracting in cycles. Modern science discovered a cosmic expansion driven by an unknown force. The universe is not static. It is dynamic, alive with motion. For centuries, humans wondered if other worlds existed. In the 1990s, we found them. Planets orbiting distant stars. Thousands of them. Some rocky, some gaseous, some in the habitable zone. Ancient civilizations believed the heavens were filled with other realms. Modern science discovered other worlds. The universe is not empty. It is abundant. Life may not be unique. Earth may not be special. Humanity may not be alone. The cosmos is a garden of worlds. In the 2000s, astronomers mapped the universe on the largest scales. What they found was breathtaking. Galaxies are not scattered randomly. They form a vast cosmic web, filaments, clusters, and voids stretching across billions of light years. A structure that resembles neural networks, biological systems, fractal patterns, ancient symbols. The universe is not chaotic. It is organized, structured, patterned. Ancient civilizations believed the cosmos was woven, a tapestry of forces and beings. Modern science discovered the cosmic web. The universe is literally woven. In 2015, scientists detected ripples in space-time, gravitational waves. The universe was not silent. It was singing, black holes colliding, neutron stars merging, cosmic events sending vibrations across the fabric of reality. Ancient civilizations believed the universe had music, the harmony of the spheres. Modern science discovered cosmic symphonies. The universe is not static. It resonates. For centuries, humanity forgot the stars. But now, for the first time since Babylon, we are looking up again. Telescopes peer into the dawn of time. Probes leave the solar system. AI decodes cosmic patterns. Quantum physics challenges reality. Cosmology explores the origins of existence. The sky has returned, not as myth, not as superstition, but as revelation. Ancient civilizations sense the universe. Modern science measures it, and together, they reveal a profound truth. The cosmos is not separate from us. We are part of its story. The universe remembers, and humanity is remembering too. Every civilization begins with a question. Not how do we survive? Not how do we build? Not even who are we? The first question is always, what is the sky? A child asks it. A wanderer asks it. A priest asks it. A scientist asks it. The sky is the first mystery, the first teacher, the first mirror. It is the one thing every human who has ever lived has seen. The one shared experience across all time. The sky is the oldest story we know. and humanity has been trying to read it since the beginning. Before the sky was a source of wonder, it was a source of fear. Thunderstorms, lightning, comets, eclipses, meteor showers, auroras. To early humans, these were not natural events. They were cosmic intrusions, signs that the heavens were alive, unpredictable, powerful. Fear was not ignorance. Fear was recognition. A recognition that the universe was vast, mysterious, and beyond human control. Fear was the beginning of reverence. Reverence was the beginning of myth. Myth was the beginning of meaning. The sky frightened humanity into consciousness. But fear was only the beginning. As humans watched the sky night after night, something changed. Fear became fascination. Fascination became curiosity. Curiosity became wonder. Wonder is the most human of emotions. Animals fear. Animals survive. Animals adapt. But only humans wonder. Wonder is the spark that ignites imagination. Wonder is the seed of science. Wonder is the beginning of philosophy. Wonder is the moment the universe looks at itself through human eyes. When humans first told stories, they did not tell them about themselves. They told them about the sky. The first myths were not about kings or wars or heroes. They were about the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the seasons, the storms, the cycles of nature. The sky was the first canvas. Myth was the first language. Story was the first science. Myth was not fiction. Myth was interpretation, a way of understanding the universe before equations existed, a way of explaining cosmic forces in human terms, a way of connecting the heavens to the earth. Myth was humanity's first attempt to remember where it came from. As civilizations grew, the sky became more than a mystery. It became a source of meaning. The Egyptians saw cosmic order, Ma'at. The Babylonians saw cosmic messages, omens. The Indians saw cosmic cycles, yugas. The Chinese saw cosmic harmony, the mandate of heaven. The Greeks saw cosmic reason, logos. The Hebrews saw cosmic purpose, creation. Different meanings, different interpretations, different metaphors, but the same intuition. The universe is not indifferent. It is meaningful. Meaning is not discovered. Meaning is created. Meaning is remembered. The sky gave humanity meaning long before philosophy existed. Ancient humans did not see themselves as separate from the cosmos. They saw themselves as part of it. The stars were ancestors. The planets were gods. The constellations were stories. The sky was a map of destiny. This was not arrogance. It was humility, a recognition that humanity was small, yet connected to something vast. Modern science confirms this connection. We are made of stardust. We are shaped by cosmic forces. We are part of the universe's evolution. Connection is not metaphor. Connection is physics. Ancient humans felt it. Modern humans measure it. Why do humans look up? Not for survival, not for navigation, not for agriculture. Humans look up because they are searching for purpose. The sky is a reminder that life is not confined to the ground, that existence is larger than daily struggle, that meaning is woven into the fabric of reality. The sky is a question that cannot be ignored, and humanity has been answering it for millennia. The sky is not just a place. It is a mirror that reflects humanity's deepest questions. Where do we come from? Why are we here? What is our destiny? What is the nature of reality? What is the meaning of existence? The sky does not answer these questions directly. It reflects them back. The universe is not a teacher. It is a partner in the search for truth. Humanity's fascination with the sky is not learned. It is inherited, a memory older than civilization, older than humanity, older than Earth, a memory encoded in atoms forged in ancient stars, a memory carried in the cosmic background radiation, a memory written into the structure of the universe. When humans look at the sky, they're not seeing something new. They are remembering something ancient. The universe is not outside us. It is within us. We are the cosmos remembering itself. Humanity's relationship with the sky has evolved. From fear to wonder, from wonder to meaning, from meaning to science, from science to understanding, from understanding to awe. But the journey is not over. Humanity is now entering a new cosmic age, an age where we are no longer passive observers of the universe. We are explorers, creators, participants. We build telescopes that see back to the dawn of time. We send probes beyond the solar system. We decode the laws of physics. We search for life on other worlds. We imagine futures among the stars. Humanity's destiny is not on Earth. It is in the cosmos. Not because we must leave Earth, but because we are part of something larger. The universe is not a place we visit. It is a story we continue. The cosmos is not just out there. It is in here, in the mind, in the imagination, in the soul. The human cosmos is the universe interpreted through consciousness. It is the universe becoming aware of itself. It is the universe asking questions. It is the universe seeking meaning. The human cosmos is not separate from the physical cosmos. It is its reflection, a reflection shaped by myth, science, art, philosophy, religion, dreams, stories. The human cosmos is the bridge between the stars and the self. We look up because we are searching for origins, searching for meaning, searching for connection, searching for destiny. We look up because the sky is the oldest story we know. We look up because the universe is our ancestor. We look up because we are made of starlight. We look up because we remember. We look up because the cosmos is calling. Not with words, not with commands, but with presence. A presence that has shaped humanity since the beginning. A presence that will shape humanity until the end. The sky is returning, not as myth, not as superstition, not as fear, but as wonder, as science, as meaning, as memory. Humanity is rediscovering what ancient civilizations always knew. The universe is alive with significance, and we are part of its story. The return of the sky is the return of ourselves, the return of our origins, the return of our purpose, the return of our cosmic identity. The universe is not finished. Its story continues, and humanity is the next chapter. There is a moment in the history of the universe more profound than the birth of stars, more mysterious than the formation of galaxies, more consequential than the emergence of planets. It is the moment the universe became aware of itself. Not when the first cell formed, not when the first animal walked, not when the first human spoke, but when the first mind looked at the sky, truly looked, and understood with a quiet, shattering clarity. I am part of this. In that instant, something unprecedented happened. A fragment of the cosmos, shaped by billions of years of blind unfolding, suddenly recognized its own origin. A spark of awareness flickered in the dark, and for the first time, the universe did not merely exist, it knew it existed. That moment, the moment of cosmic self-recognition, is the true dawn of consciousness. It is the moment the universe opened its eyes, not as stars or nebula or swirling galaxies, but as a being capable of wonder. And those eyes were human. They still are. Human consciousness is not an accident. It is not a glitch. It is not a meaningless byproduct of evolution. It is a mirror in which the universe sees itself. Every thought is a reflection of cosmic complexity. Every emotion is a resonance of ancient forces. Every dream is a fragment of stardust remembering its origins. When you think, the universe thinks. When you wonder, the universe wonders. When you look at the stars are looking back through you. This is not metaphor. It is physics. Your brain is made of atoms forged in stars. Your neurons fire with electrical impulses shaped by cosmic laws. Your consciousness emerges from patterns older than Earth. You are not separate from the universe. You are its reflection. The human brain is the most complex structure known in the universe. More complex than galaxies. More intricate than nebula. More dynamic than stars. It contains 86 billion neurons, 100 trillion synapses, electromagnetic fields, quantum interactions, chemical gradients, fractal patterns. It is a universe within a universe. A microcosm of cosmic structure. Neurons form networks that resemble the cosmic web. Electrical impulses echo the rhythms of stars. Thoughts emerge like galaxies from quantum fluctuations. The brain is not just an organ. It is a cosmos capable of understanding the larger cosmos. A cosmos capable of asking, "What am I?" Humanity is the only known species that asks questions about the universe. Not because we are superior, not because we are chosen, but because we are capable of abstraction, of holding ideas that have no physical form, capable of imagination, of seeing worlds that do not yet exist, capable of wonder, of feeling awe in the presence of the infinite. The universe has created many things. Stars, planets, black holes, galaxies, life. But only one thing that turns back toward the cosmos and asks why. Only one thing that refuses to simply exist without seeking understanding. Consciousness. Consciousness is the universe interrogating itself. Consciousness is the universe seeking meaning. Consciousness is the universe remembering what it is made of. Every question we ask, from the nature of atoms to the fate of galaxies, is the cosmos tracing its own reflection. The cosmic question, what is the universe? Is the universe asking itself. You are made of the universe. You are shaped by the universe. You are part of the universe. And yet, you experience yourself as separate. This is the cosmic paradox of self. The illusion of separateness is necessary for survival. But the truth of unity is necessary for understanding. Ancient civilizations understood this intuitively. India spoke of Atman and Brahman, the self and the universe as one. Egypt spoke of the Ka and Ba, the soul as cosmic. Greece spoke of the psyche, the breath of the cosmos. China spoke of Qi, the energy that flows through all things. The Maya spoke of the heart sky, the soul connected to the heavens. Modern science reveals all matter is connected through quantum fields. All energy is part of the same cosmic fabric. All life shares the same chemical origins. All consciousness arises from the same physical laws. The self is not separate from the universe. The self is the universe localized, a wave in the cosmic ocean, a spark in the cosmic fire, a thought in the cosmic mind. Life is not an anomaly. Life is a continuation of cosmic evolution. The universe began with energy. Energy formed matter. Matter formed stars. Stars formed elements. Elements formed planets. Planets formed life. Life formed consciousness. Consciousness formed meaning. This is not a chain. It is a journey from simplicity to complexity, from chaos to order, from matter to mind, from existence to awareness. Life is the universe exploring itself. Consciousness is the universe understanding itself. Humanity is the universe awakening to its origins, awakening to its nature, awakening to the realization that it is both observer and observed. We are not separate from this story. We are the story, a chapter written in Stardust, continuing the ancient narrative of a cosmos learning to know itself. With awareness comes responsibility. Humanity is the only known species capable of understanding the universe, altering the planet, creating technology, preserving knowledge, imagining the future, destroying itself. This is a profound responsibility. Ancient civilizations believed humanity had duties. Egypt believed humans maintained cosmic balance. China believed humans upheld harmony between heaven and earth. India believed humans participated in cosmic cycles. Babylon believed humans interpreted the heavens. Greece believed humans sought truth. Modern humanity has a new responsibility: to protect the only known consciousness in the universe, to preserve life, to explore the cosmos, to understand reality, to continue the cosmic story. The universe has given humanity awareness. Humanity must decide what to do with it. Humanity's future is not on Earth alone. Earth is our cradle. Earth is our home. Earth is our origin. But the cosmos is our destiny. We will explore other planets. We will build habitats in space. We will travel to other stars. We will create new forms of life. We will expand consciousness beyond biology. We will become more than what we are now. This is not science fiction. It is cosmic evolution. The universe evolves through stars. The universe evolves through galaxies. The universe evolves through life. The universe evolves through consciousness. And consciousness evolves through us. Humanity is the next step in cosmic evolution, not because we are chosen, but because we are capable of imagining futures that do not yet exist, capable of shaping worlds beyond our own, capable of carrying the spark of awareness into the wider universe. We are the bridge between what the cosmos has been and what the cosmos may yet become. When you look at the night sky, you are not looking at something foreign. You're looking at your origins, your history, your destiny. You're looking at the atoms that became your body. You're looking at the stars that forge your blood. You're looking at the galaxies that shaped your mind. You're looking at yourself, not metaphorically, but literally, materially, cosmically. The cosmic self is not a metaphor. It is a truth. a truth ancient civilizations sensed in their myths and rituals, a truth modern science confirms through physics and chemistry, a truth humanity is rediscovering as it awakens to its place in the universe. You are the universe awake. You are the universe aware. You are the universe remembering. Remembering where it came from, remembering what it is made of, remembering that the boundary between you and the cosmos was always an illusion. You are the cosmos looking back at itself through human eyes. Humanity's identity is not limited to nations, cultures, languages, beliefs, histories. These are chapters, not the book. The true identity of humanity is cosmic. We are children of the stars. We are expressions of the universe. We are fragments of cosmic memory. We are participants in cosmic evolution, carrying forward a story billions of years in the making. This identity does not erase differences. It transcends them. It unites humanity not through similarity, but through origin. We are one species, on one planet, in one galaxy, in one universe, sharing the same cosmic roots, woven from the same ancient light. The cosmic identity is not a philosophy. It is a fact, a truth written in our atoms, in our history, and in the stars that made us. What is humanity's purpose? Ancient civilizations answered with myth. Modern science answers with exploration. Philosophy answers with meaning. Religion answers with transcendence. But the cosmos answers with silence. Not because it has no answer, but because the answer is ours to create. Purpose is not given. Purpose is chosen. The universe does not dictate meaning. It provides the canvas. Humanity paints the picture. The cosmic purpose is not predetermined. It is emergent. It emerges from curiosity. It emerges from creativity. It emerges from consciousness. Humanity's purpose is to continue the universe's story, to explore, to understand, to imagine, to create, to remember. The universe began with light, not the gentle light of sunrise, not the warm glow of a candle, but the raw, primordial radiance of creation, a flash so powerful it forged the laws of physics, the seeds of galaxies, the foundations of existence. This was the first light, and billions of years later, long after the last star has burned out, long after galaxies have drifted apart, long after matter itself has thinned into silence, there will be another moment. A moment when the universe releases its final light. A whisper of energy. A fading glow. A memory dissolving into eternity. Between the first light and the last light lies everything. Every star. Every planet. Every civilization. Every story. Every thought. Every moment of wonder. The universe is not defined by its beginning or its end. It is defined by the light that flows between them. And humanity is part of that light. The universe does not remember through stone. Stone erodes. It does not remember through stars. Stars die. It does not remember through galaxies. Galaxies collide and dissolve. The universe remembers through consciousness, through minds capable of storing memory, through stories capable of preserving meaning, through civilizations capable of passing knowledge across generations. Humanity is not the center of the universe, but humanity is the universe's memory. Every myth is a memory. Every discovery is a memory. Every question is a memory. Every dream is a memory. The universe remembers itself through the beings who can reflect upon it. And right now, that means us. Across time and space, across continents and cultures, across epochs and empires, one thread remains unbroken. Humanity looks up. The Sumerians looked up and saw gods. The Egyptians looked up and saw order. The Indians looked up and saw cycles. The Chinese looked up and saw harmony. The Maya looked up and saw time. The Greeks looked up and saw reason. The Babylonians looked up and saw patterns. Modern humans look up and see galaxies. Different interpretations, different languages, different metaphors, but the same act, the same gesture, the same longing, the same recognition. Humanity has always looked up because something inside us remembers the stars that forged our atoms, remembers the cosmic cycles that shaped our world, remembers the ancient light that still echoes across the sky. The thread never breaks because the thread is us. For most of history, humans believed the universe was out there, a distant realm, a separate domain, a place beyond reach. But the truth is far more intimate. The universe is not out there. The universe is in here, in your bones, made of calcium forged in dying stars, in your blood, rich with iron born in supernova, in your DNA, shaped by cosmic radiation and planetary evolution, in your thoughts, patterns of energy governed by universal laws. You are not in the universe. You are of the universe, a wave in the cosmic ocean, a spark in the cosmic fire, a moment in the cosmic story. The universe is not a place you visit. It is a presence you embody. Every civilization leaves echoes, stone ruins, ancient texts, forgotten rituals, buried artifacts. But the greatest echo is not physical. It is conceptual. The idea that the universe is meaningful. The idea that humanity is connected to the cosmos. The idea that the sky is a message. The idea that existence has purpose. These ideas echo across time. From the myths of Babylon to the equations of Einstein. From the hymns of Egypt to the algorithms of AI. From the chants of Vedic sages to the discoveries of quantum physics. The echo grows louder as humanity grows wiser. The universe is not silent. It is resonant, and we are the resonance. Humanity's destiny is not predetermined, but it is suggested. Suggested by curiosity, suggested by imagination, suggested by the relentless human desire to explore. We're the only known species that builds telescopes, the only species that sends machines to other planets, the only species that maps galaxies, the only species that contemplates the end of time. This is not coincidence. This is trajectory. The universe evolves toward complexity. Complexity evolves toward consciousness. Consciousness evolves toward exploration. Humanity is the next step in cosmic evolution, not because we are chosen, but because we are capable of understanding, capable of imagining, capable of remembering. Our destiny is not to remain on Earth. Our destiny is to carry the universe's memory into the future. Imagine a future where humanity spreads across the stars. We journey beyond our solar system, propelled by ingenuity and a spirit of adventure, forging new paths through the cosmos, where our descendants live on worlds orbiting distant suns, where they adapt to new environments, build thriving communities amid alien landscapes, and carry with them the traditions and stories of Earth. Imagine a future where humanity becomes a cosmic species, one that leaves footprints on countless planets and moons and shares in the wonders of the universe. Our legacy expands as we explore, learn, and grow among the stars. Not conquerors, but explorers and collaborators, respectful of the mysteries and complexities we encounter. We seek harmony with our surroundings, nurturing new worlds as we once nurtured our own, participants in the ongoing evolution of the universe, our actions woven into the cosmic tapestry. We become stewards of knowledge, creators of meaning, and contributors to the unfolding story of existence. This future is not guaranteed. It depends on our choices, perseverance, and willingness to dream boldly. The road ahead may be uncertain, but the promise of what we could achieve inspires hope. And possibility is the universe's greatest gift. It calls us onward, encouraging us to imagine, to strive, and to become more than what we are, for there is always more to discover among the stars. One day, far in the future, the universe will fade, its vastness slowly dimming as time stretches onward. Stars will die, leaving behind echoes of light and memories of their brilliance scattered throughout the silence. The cosmos will grow quiet, its energy spent, its wonders cloaked in shadows. But before the final light fades, something extraordinary may happen. A spark of possibility, a lingering trace of consciousness. Consciousness, the universe's memory, may carry the story forward, ensuring the tale of existence is not lost to darkness. Into new forms, new realms, new possibilities yet unknown, as the story of life evolves and transforms. The end of one cosmos may be the beginning of another, a cycle repeating in ways we cannot fully imagine. The final light may ignite the first light of a new creation, illuminating a pathway for what comes next. The universe may remember itself through eternity, its secrets passed on an endless succession, echoing across time and space. And humanity, or whatever we become, may be part of that memory, a thread woven through the fabric of forever, shaping what comes after. You are not separate from this story, no matter how distant the stars may seem, nor how ancient the universe's origins feel. You are a moment of cosmic awareness, a fleeting yet profound expression of the universe coming to know itself. When you look at the night sky, the universe is remembering itself through you, its memories shimmering in your gaze. When you wonder about existence, the universe is questioning itself through you, pondering its own possibilities in your thoughts. When you dream of the future, the universe is imagining itself through you, painting visions of what might yet become. You're the cosmos awake, a witness to its own unfolding, a vital participant in the ever-evolving story of being. This is not poetry, but an affirmation of our place within the grand tapestry of time and space. A truth older than Babylon, echoing through generations, across continents, and within the silent awe of every observer through the ages. The universe began with light, a single, radiant spark that set all stories in motion. From that first illumination came the story of stars, their birth in clouds of dust, their journeys across the darkness, their eventual return to the cosmos. And within the unfolding of that cosmic drama lies the story of you, a being shaped by the elements of ancient stars, alive to witness and wonder. This story is not finished. Its pages continue to turn with each heartbeat and every new discovery. And the next chapter is waiting to be written, alive with possibility and the promise of things yet unseen. Not by the stars themselves, silent in the vastness, but by us, by those who gaze upward, who wonder, who dare to create. By humanity, reaching into the unknown, weaving new meaning from the tapestry of time. The final word is not an ending, but a threshold to renewal. The final word is an invitation, a call to journey further, to dream beyond the horizon. Look up. The universe is waiting for your story too. Thank you for watching. You are part of this cosmic story now. Subscribe, and let's keep exploring the universe together.